Welcome to another Explainer. Today, we're diving headfirst into one of the most stubborn and honestly fascinating dramas in the mobile tech world. Yep, we are talking about the endless battle over our text messages. We are unpacking the totally unexpected resurrection of Sunbird. It's an app that promises to finally bridge that glaring visual divide between Android and iPhone users, essentially turning every clunky text exchange into a beautifully animated, seamless stream of messages where you can send photo after photo without a hitch. Let's see exactly how they plan to pull this off. Now, you might be wondering, why on earth do green bubbles even still matter? I mean, Apple recently adopted RCS, or Rich Communication Services, which was supposed to be the ultimate peace treaty for our group chats, right? You can finally send crisp, high-resolution photos of your dog, and you can watch those little typing indicator bubbles animate perfectly across the screen between iPhones and Androids. So why are we even having this conversation? Why do those green text boxes still cause us so much friction? Well, here's the thing. Sure, Apple's RCS gives us the basics. We get our read receipts, we get our clear photos. But then, boom, the green bubble reality still completely shatters the experience. If an iPhone user taps a haha reaction to your photo, it breaks down into this messy, clunky text string instead of a sleek animated icon. The seamless animation of a lively group chat just fractures. It's like a giant puzzle with missing pieces. Even with RCS in the mix, things get messy, features randomly go missing, and that smooth cross-platform flow we all want just isn't there yet.
Section 1. Enter the Phoenix, Sunbird.
So yeah, Sunbird is actually back from the dead, literally rising from the ashes like a digital phoenix. This company has completely reworked its app and just dropped a brand new open beta over on the Google Play Store. You know, the European Union has been pushing really hard for interoperability between these major digital platforms, but Sunbird is just taking matters into its own hands and offering a third-party solution right this second. The sheer ambition here is absolutely wild. They are promising proper, full iMessage support right on your Android phone. Just imagine your regular messages instantly transforming into those smooth, beautifully animated blue bubbles swooshing onto your friend's iPhone screen. And the absolute best part? They claim you need literally zero additional hardware to make this work. Imagine seamlessly swiping through your inbox, with all your high-res photos, RCS, and iMessages perfectly unified into these fluid primary and secondary tabs. You're basically consolidating your entire texting life into one incredibly sleek interface.
Section 2. The cost of blue bubbles.
All right, let's run through the numbers, because this is where it gets real. 14. You get a 14-day free trial right when you download the app from the Play Store. This gives you 2 solid weeks to swipe around, test the animations, send a bunch of photos, and just see if getting rid of that dreaded green bubble is actually worth it for your daily chats. But once those 2 weeks are up, it's going to cost you $2.99 a month. And actually, quick side note, this is a recent price hike. They originally pitched this at a $1.99 tier, so the price of admission is already creeping up. Or, if you're totally sold and want this long-term, you can just opt for the yearly subscription instead, which comes in at $24.99. Now, this next number really stood out to me. 33%. During their recent closed beta phase, a solid 33% of the people who installed the app actually initiated that 14-day free trial. That shows a very real, very strong curiosity from Android users who are absolutely desperate to bridge this messaging gap. But here is the catch. Only 8% actually converted into paying subscribers. I mean, wow, that is a massive drop-off from the folks who tested it to the people who were actually willing to open their wallets for it. And to understand why people might be hesitating to hand over their credit cards, not to mention their private photos and messages, we really need to look at the company's past.
Section 3. A troubled privacy past.
Okay, so today, Sunbird is making some very strong promises to its users. They explicitly state that your messages are encrypted right on your device. They also promise that your texts are not stored on Sunbird servers any longer than is strictly necessary to bounce them to the other members of your chat. And hey, on paper, that sounds like standard, responsible data handling for any modern messaging app. But, and this is a massive but, we need a stark reality check here. Sunbird does not have the best track record when it comes to security. Before you go routing your private, intimate text messages through some third-party server, you really have to look at exactly how they've handled user data in the past. If we look at their timeline, it is genuinely chaotic. Let's go back to 2023. Sunbird partnered with the smartphone maker Nothing to power an app called Nothing Chats. The hype was huge. It was highly anticipated. But less than 1 week later, the app was abruptly pulled from the Google Play Store over severe privacy and security concerns. The architecture was just fundamentally flawed.
And then, literally just days after that, the entire Sunbird service was shut down completely. It went totally dark. Now, out of nowhere in August 2026, they claim to have rebuilt the whole shebang from scratch, returning in this open beta state.
Section 4. Is the risk worth it?
So let's weigh this out. On one hand, you have the undeniable allure. You get to finally escape the green bubble, you're seamlessly fixing those broken reactions, getting all your high-res photos and smooth, animated messages working perfectly in one unified hub on your Android. It is incredibly tempting to finally achieve that level of interoperability. But then you have the reality. You're paying a monthly subscription fee for a workaround that Apple could theoretically block at any time. You have to contend with a deeply troubling 2023 security history, and ultimately, you are placing an immense amount of trust in a reworked beta app to handle your most private, personal conversations.
Which leaves us with this final, incredibly important question. Is digital social inclusion actually worth risking your privacy? It's just a fascinating look into human psychology, right? How much do we really value those perfect blue bubbles, those smooth animations, and what exactly are we willing to trade to get them? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. I hope this helps structure your understanding of Sunbird's dramatic return to the App Store, and I will see you next time.